Hello, everyone! No, you are not hallucinating. This podcast has actually returned. Um, yeah, I didn't. I forgot to try to make up some extra topics. Maybe next episode I will. So I picked "Happiness of Us Alone." It's a Japanese movie from the '60s about a romance between two people: a woman who is deaf, and a man who is deaf and dumb. Beho, what did you think of this?
This film was elegant. The way it was shot, the way it was told, the story, the way everything comes together narratively, it's just really good.
Yeah,
Incredible.
I'm rewatching now. I was like, damn, I forgot really how great this movie is. Like it has it really has some. It does have some. It starts up with very familiar elements of romance and if the it never gets super never trying to think of the word soapy or
Yeah,
it always feels grounded, realistic. It always feels
yeah.
grounded, not like
Speaking of grounded,
over dramatic like lots do.
I think this is one of the best portrayals of disability I've ever seen in a film, for sure.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like at least from myself, it avoids it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a tragedy porn or like inspiration trying to be inspirational. It
Yeah.
yeah, it avoids those
Uh,
extremes that a lot of bad ones do.
yeah. Speaking of that, Akiko, the main character, who's the wife of the other main character, Michio, she even breaks down mid film and says that she never wanted to be a mom, which is like kind of realistic for a lot of people that could possibly be going through that. Like they probably question whether or not they wanted to be a mom, and like because she can't adequately raise her son with her disability, so she has to rely on her mom to do it.
Yeah, because I guess yeah, I know in American culture a lot of people get pressure to or families. I guess it's the same in Japan too.
Oh yeah, like that because this movie takes place right after World War II, of course. So like the boom of children making was like at an all time high there. So like everybody was expected to have children, and you know, so like I can feel for Akiko. I can't say her name correctly. I suck at Japanese pronunciations, but yeah, uh the way her character like grows alongside her husband, it's just incredible. Like they both like carry each other so hard in this film. Like I don't think it would have worked without the husband for sure.
Yeah, he definitely there's definitely a very good balance between them. It definitely feels like a cooperative relationship for sure. Just
Yeah.
yeah, because I know some romances tend to feel like one is doing more than
Um.
the other. I do like
So, I wanted to talk about a theme that I feel like a lot of people don't bring up for this movie. I feel like, I feel like almost everybody's a victim in this movie of circumstance, and I'll explain why. Even Akiko's sister is a victim of jealousy. She lets it consume her, and she's miserable by the end of the movie. She doesn't have a family or anything. She only cares about money, and money doesn't bring happiness for some people. Um, I think even Akiko's mom is a victim too because all she wanted was to have a loving family, and two out of three of her children went down a really bad path. And then, of course, what happens to Akiko at the end, even worse.
yeah, I nah yeah yeah I do because I know some people. Oh, I got a little off put it by the ending of oh yeah. Also, we should have mentioned this is a spoiler talk. Of
Oh
getting hit
yeah,
by a car because it does come really out of the blue. But now that you mention it, it makes kind of perfect sense.
yeah. It plays a lot like a Shakespeare play. This movie does. It's very similar in structure and themes, and it's just very tragic overall. Like because Akiko died trying to see that child she rescued from the war earlier on, and he's like all grown up now. Uh, I really like how the director snuck that in at the end because it gave closure to Akiko's character as a whole, I think, because it shows that she truly cares about people. And that's like one of her core strengths as a character.
Yeah, like it's even interesting because like of that little moment, like you kind of most of it you just forget about like during most of it because it's just it seems pushed aside and they
Yeah, because
pretty much
Akira the child leaves like 15 minutes into the film, I think.
yeah.
I also like the theme of motherhood in this film. Like, a lot of people don't really consider how mothers feel in a relationship like that. Oftentimes, you like narratively, you see how fathers feel in dramas like this, but the moms usually don't have a lot of wiggle room. But the way the mom was portrayed in this film was actually really realistic. Like, she almost reminded me of my mom somewhat on like how she acts and stuff, like in certain ways. It's just a very accurate portrayal of motherhood, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't allowed to scold her child because her husband wanted to like be a goody two shoes dad, and like I like how the son ended up being good though. That's what this film really needed was a happy ending for the son. Like I feel like making him a good like child at the end was a good decision.
Yeah, the show that they're even all this all the best of happening, there could still be happiness.
Yeah, that's the core theme of this film is no matter your circumstances, you can find happiness somehow. Uh, and that train scene is one of my favorite things ever filmed in a movie.
Yeah, like I when you mentioned the okay, I because like I first watched this back in 2020, so I remember it was foggy. Okay, I gotta look up and see the saga. Then yeah, the dialogue in that scene was so good.
Oh
Like
my god,
yeah,
masterclass in fucking romance and like emotions and just everything.
yeah. Though I think one thing I want to admit, I think that was weird to me with this movie. It's so weird how fast they got together, married. I mean
Yeah, it was a little rushed, but I think that's accurate to the time period it takes place in.
yeah,
Uh,
well
I only I only say that because back back in I've studied Japanese history quite seriously, and a lot of couples had arranged marriages back then, which actually happened to Akiko's first husband. She had an arranged marriage.
oh yeah,
Uh,
I remember the discussion on that. I remember the scene
yeah,
where she discusses that.
yeah. I do admit it was kind of rushed. The romance, it didn't really feel like it had time to like breathe. Like he just kind of shows up at the school reunion, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, I like you a lot, Ekiko. You know, I want to be your friend." And then like 5 minutes later, that he asks to marry her. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
Bro has no chill.
Yeah, that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the culture, so I guess that explains it.
I mean, like that's just my educated guess on the matter. He was. I mean, I think the real reason narratively is he just needed somebody that was like him to help him survive. Because multiple times he mentions how he needs her and she needs him, kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
Um, I think I give this movie a 10 out of 10 overall though because it rises above pretty much any romance movie I've ever seen because it feels natural to me in a lot of ways.
Yeah, this is a really awesome. Yeah, I definitely would put this in my top 10 in the '60s. And
Oh
I
yeah,
wish
for
more people
sure.
seen it because, you know, judging by those numbers on Letterboxd, IMDb, barely anyone has.
Yeah, which is weird considering like this film is like above average shot for the time period. Like it feels like ahead of its time in terms of cinematography. Like it doesn't feel static like a lot of samurai movies did and like other things.
Well, to be fair, I know one of those popular directors is from this time period was Yasura Ozu, and if you've seen his movies, you love static shots.
Oh
So
yeah, like I the only type of scene I don't like in movies is ones where it's like it switches POVs like constantly, like in action movies. I don't like that at all. Movies,
Ah,
I get disoriented and can't tell what's going on.
um,
But overall, I'd say this is probably the best pick you've ever done, other than spring, summer, fall, winter, spring, for sure.
yeah, this yeah. I'm glad I picked this mainly so it gave me an excuse to rewatch it because I mainly picked this because I wanted to give it a second watch.
Yeah, like I don't have a pick at the moment, but like I said, I'll get it to you by tomorrow.
All right, so we got some Q&A questions because
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, so first from a meme queen of Detroit, favorite meme movie.
Double down.
Um, Loquisha.
Oh, that's a good fucking pick, though.
Oh yeah,
That movie is something, all right.
yeah. That was one of my favorite episodes of the cast because it was so funny.
Yeah, I think Scary Movie 1 or Double Down are my favorite meme movies.
How okay, anonymous asks, how does it feel to view a movie from the '60s? The same as from literally any decade. I don't
I don't
understand.
think I don't think time periods define movies. It's how well they're made.
Yeah, and I don't
That
really
defines
know what
them.
this person was expecting us to answer. Or like, this isn't even the oldest movie discussed in the podcast.
Oh
That's like,
no, we've Harakiri's older, ain't it?
no, Hardcore came 1 year after. I was thinking of
Uh,
Seven Samurai, which came out in '54. I know it's the '50s.
Harakiri is another one of my top 10 movies.
Oh yeah. uh, all right. And last question from Anonymous. What can we look forward from the Speedy Film Watchers team in 2025? Um,
Hopefully more picks. Hopefully we don't end up canceling it again, but we'll see what happens.
yeah, okay. So for podcast specifically, I would like to try to get guest stars for every fifth episode. Wait, how many episodes? What episode number is this? I've lost track.
It has to be in the 20s, I think.
Oh no, we are long past that for sure.
Oh Lord. But yeah,
This
I
is
do agree with the guest
episode
stars.
80. Okay, this is episode 89. I was thinking we could do starting with episode 95 because I think it's a little too soon to try to get a guest star. We could try to get guests on the podcast.
Yeah, they can like watch our pick or
Yeah,
one of our picks.
that's what we do when we have guests. They watch something one of us picks, and since it'll be every five, we'd be alternating what the guest watches from the person who picks it. That was poorly worded, but you know.
Oh, I know what my pick could be, but I'll say it tomorrow.
uh,
Um,
you can say it now on the cast so people.
uh, no, I don't think this movie would work actually, but I'm gonna keep thinking until I
Okay.
figure out a.
For me, I don't know. I'm currently spearheading next seven, trying to bop focus site before SGDQ submissions, and
How's Mega Man going, by the way?
I am 20. Since I started my grind, I've gotten my time down by 19 seconds. But
Damn, that's a lot in a Mega Man game.
oh no. Well, I mean, I'm still far away from the record, but I'm not going for the record because that'll require like God tier RNG. But
I
I
know
am
that
21
feeling.
seconds off Focus Site, who I want to bop before SGDQ submissions.
So, is this an online marathon for Done Quick?
There are online runs, but there are a very slim amount that are online.
Are they moving back to like in person?
They moved back to in person a while ago.
Damn, nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
I want to
but
go
anyway,
back again because it was so much fun.
yeah, but anyway, this is a top tier pick from Peter, I'd say.
All right. Okay,
Uh,
so Behill hasn't figured out his pick yet, but I guess it's going to be a surprise to the audience what the next episode is about. I
yeah,
mean,
I'll post it in the Discord tomorrow.
all right. So signing off. We'll see you next time.